evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Patch Day, the video game podcast where we talk about video game news, rumors, discussions, and everything around the internet of the world of video games. My name is Cavo, and returning this week is the one and only AJ9 Lives. He's back, bitches.
I'm always back, bitches. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Back again.
AJ's back. Tell your
For
friends.
the win.
For the win.
Yeah.
For the win.
Yeah. AJ was playing WoW when he was supposed to be playing Final... Okay. I never actually said I was going to be playing Final Fantasy Orgoth. I just said I was installing it, which I did, by the way. It's on my desktop now.
Oh, he's one step closer for becoming a weeb!
No.
No, I'm kidding.
See, like, I told my girlfriend, like, yeah, I installed Final Fantasy because Orgoth was bugging me to do it, and she's like, weeb, in all caps. She's like, it's okay. Acceptance is the first step. I don't judge.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Acceptance is the first step, but it's all good. Oh shit! I move that over there. My bad.
It has, because Final Fantasy has a long history of being Asian-ish and weeb-ish and Eastern-ish and shadonky-donk-ish. Like, that's why people associate it with being weebish. That's all. Nothing personal. I don't hate the game for that.
Oh shit!
Looks really good.
You know,
Very
I'll
in
fix
depth.
that
Good
later.
soundtrack though.
It does have a good soundtrack. I'll fix this later, but I just realized the frame's off. It's fine. It's fine. We'll worry about it later. Anyways, hi guys. We have a few new things happening. We have a new backdrop. We have a new frame. We have a new everything, really. Big thanks to Glorthar. Is it Glorthar Thorigar? Or I can't pronounce it. Glorth. I'm calling him Glorth. Okay.
Glorth, because that's easier. Glorth.
He is the graphics man
Glorthier.
for Elite. Yeah, he's the graphics man for Elite Immortal Gaming. So we want to thank him for all the stuff he's been doing. He's been making some thumbnails for Patch Day on the channel, and he's also made the backdrop and the frames here for us. So really appreciate his hard work. He's really he's been doing a really good job. What's going on? Your face just got closer.
Yeah, I adjusted something. I noticed I was a bit low, so I just was turning some stuff up.
That's no problem. Hey, so we if you're watching live, we are actually recording later today. Again, blame me. It's usually always me. All right, it's my work, because Friday we did not have work because Tennessee overreacts to everything snow related. If there's a half of inch of snow on the ground, we cancel everything.
Because you ain't got plows.
We don't got plows. We don't have chains on our wheels. We just like throw salt everywhere. Darn it, we gonna die. Get your bread, get your cheese, get your milk. It's getting crazy down here.
Paul, get your shotgun.
Get your shotgun. We don't know how to deal with this snow. 1 inch of snow, no school for a month. Yeah, that is literally how Tennessee works. Georgia works. Florida even got snow a couple weeks ago, which is
Austin, Texas got snow a few weeks ago, and it was like the most they had in a long time.
Yeah, it was funny because Chia just moved in, and she as soon as she saw the snow on the ground and everything was closing, she had to go to the DMV for something, and she's like, "Everyone really closes for this much snow? This is stupid."
Well, she's from Canada, so like they have like standard issue snow tires up there because snow is like such a thing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Colorado, no snow. Oh.
How close to the Rockies are you, Orgoth?
I would say if Colorado's fairly close to it. It's a state that's near the Rocky Mountains or in the Rocky Mountains, so you're fairly close. But at least if you're in Salt Lake City, Utah, I think you kind of get the worst of it, not because of the snow, but because you're in between mountains, and you get like this weird allergen thing going on. I forget what it's called, but besides the points. We had no work Friday at my job, so we had work today instead. And I got out at like 7-ish and didn't get home till like a few minutes ago. Well, 30 minutes ago. So yeah, we had to push back the show, but it's all good. We're here and we're ready to get things going. And also big thanks to Riggs for filling in last week. This is the first time on the podcast. And me and him are actually doing another podcast together called Let's Break It Down, which is an Overwatch League podcast. Yeah, we got podcasts down here in Tennessee. We pride auto chaos. Yeah, so we watched Overwatch League all week. We had a lot to talk about. A lot of awesome games happen. But if you it was surprising how interesting some of the games got. So there was I guess we can I'll just jump right into talking about this for just a second. But one of the matches was Soul Dynasty versus the Dallas Fuel. Um, they were on Anubis, and as you know, in Anubis on comp, um, you get a time bank for every time you clear both points. So then it goes so when both teams get a time back and clear both points, they go on to a third round and they go through. And usually at that point, that's when the other team has a problem, and then they just go to 3 rounds and it's done. They went to 6 rounds on Anubis, which is
Hmm.
ridiculous, which is redonkadonk. All right.
Redonkadonk.
Yeah, they like Dallas cleared the point with no problem like twice. Eventually got held, and on there was an LA Valiant versus who was it? Who was it? Shoot. I think it was Dallas also. Los Angeles went against Dallas. They were on Junkertown. They went 3 rounds or 4 rounds there on Junkertown. 5 rounds. I don't know. They did a lot there too. It's ridiculous. Point being, there was a lot of very intense matches. I saw two diva ults in that competition, which you don't usually see in pro play. You don't see a lot of diva ults because a lot of the players know how to counter it and then know how to dodge. This one guy,
Mm-hmm.
Poco on Philadelphia Fusion, he got not one but two triple kill diva ults in
Wow.
his matchup, and I was like, I gotta watch this guy. I gotta learn how to be a better diva by watching him.
Well, like
Um,
you said, it's hard to properly execute, big diva ults because people just know how to avoid it.
yeah.
You have to time it perfectly in the best position.
Oh yeah. Best position ever. All right, well, we're going to talk about that a little bit. Actually, yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on how they went. But before we do any of that, we want to know what we've been playing this week. So, AJ, what have you been playing?
Been playing mostly WoW, but I did finally decide to download Final Fantasy 14
Mm-hmm.
because Orgoth had literally been messaging me every day.
Just begging you,
Like,
please.
like he pinged me in Discord. Like I was in call with my girl, so I wasn't checking out Discord. And then I get a battle. I was AFK in WoW, but I saw my battle net whisper pop up. It's just like cough cough. Do you ever check Discord, mate? And I'm like, no. So he's like Final Fantasy 14 Kappa is like the most common thing I would get. I'm like, fine. So this morning I get it installed. And yeah, I think I'll start playing it tomorrow. It looks pretty good. I'm not quite dried up from WoW yet because we're at the end of the expansion. We're in the last raid. Everyone's like they clear it on normal heroic and they fuck off and they go somewhere else.
Yep.
And I've not quite gotten there yet. I still like running Mythic Pluses a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. Raids, alt raids, gearing up alts. I like seeing how my alts play. And the end of the expansion is when, gear is most accessible. So you can do that. So, been mostly in WoW. Gonna be playing Final Fantasy. And yeah, hopefully don't become a weeb.
I hope he does because he'll be closer to all of our mindsets on that game. We
No.
a lot of the people in our Discord are very weebish, except AJ.
Shut
Um,
up.
eventually he will join the weeb status
I don't understand why you guys want me to become a weeb so badly.
because we love you. Okay. All right.
But why do I have to be a weeb to be accepting?
I don't know. Just deal with it. Uh, anyways, so it's been a little weird this week for me on games because I've been adjusting because right now like I'm trying out a schedule. I might go back to my normal schedule depending on how Chia's schedule is for work. I don't want to like wake her up when she's not supposed to wake up. But I tried playing I did doing my normal time stream for I played Batman Arkham Knight, or I started playing it, and like shortly into playing it I got a message on my phone from Chia's mom saying, "Hey, I can hear you." Like, "Oh,
Hmm.
whoops.
Yeah, I
Sorry."
saw that tweet. Like, hey, this one woke up OG Mama, so no stream.
Well, it wasn't no stream. There was other things that happened, so I woke her up. But the other thing is, even on the lowest settings, I cannot play that game on my computer. It's ridiculous, and I
Is it
know.
just that badly optimized?
Well, see, back a few years ago when it first came out, they were having huge frame rate problems with that. I think they capped it at 30 frames or something
Ew.
for Arkham Knight. It was stupid, and I played a little bit of it, and I was just like, I can't do this. There's too much frame rate drops. It's too much lag. I can't actually play despite it being on the lowest setting. So I ended up stopping and I told Terrell because Terrell he got the game for me, and I was like, look, here, is there anything else I can do for you? Like, what if I like downloaded another game that we both have? We can play it on stream and it'll be all good. And he's like, all right, that's fine. So we played Double Dragon Neon on stream the next day. Which, if you're a fan of Battletoads, if you're a fan of like the side scroller fighting thing, fighting brawlers, it's basically that, and it's hilarious. And one of the and we it has the cheesiest lines. Like I remember I heard one of the lines was tubular, and I hadn't heard that word in ages. Like, oh my god.
It sounds like an episode of Drake and Josh. It's spherical. Spherical.
Spherical. It's really enjoyable. So it was a lot of fun. It crashed a few times. I don't think it was a computer problem. I think it was more of a game optimization. But it still was enjoyable. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs. We're gonna play it again, not this week, but next week. And then I have been playing some Overwatch as well, just because it's there. And yeah,
Because it's there.
it's there.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
But most of the time, it has been watching Overwatch League, which again we'll talk about all of that in just a moment. But let's dive right in, shall we? It's all good. So a lot of people I know they want to play video games, but they have a potato. All right, they have a computer that's unable to play games like they want it to be. Well, GeForce is trying to fix that. They're introducing what they call, actually, it's not introducing, this has been out for a while, but they're introducing GeForce Now, which allows you to play a game on a dirt cheap laptop if it's only like a $200 laptop and everything like that. So, um, let's see, where's the news article? Okay. So at CES 2018 in Las Vegas, NVIDIA launches GeForce Now game streaming service in beta for Windows PC in North America and Europe. Following a beta for Macs last year, it'll become a paid service eventually, but note, it is free for now on a waitlist basis. While it's awesome on that Macs can access Windows games that they couldn't play before, your Mac typically costs north of $1,000. It bears repeating, this is a $200 laptop that they tested this on. And now the game's not like great. However, you will still be able to stream at up to 120 frames per second. It isn't locked at that, but how it works is they host these games on a server, and you're basically it's kind of like a Netflix kind of deal where you're streaming it, but it's for games. You're able to play games. So originally they introduced this. Actually, Trade Chat introduced this on her channel, where there was like a sponsorship and a giveaway type deal, where if you have a Mac but you can't play any type of game on there, you can download GeForce Now in the beta, and you can get in play games. Like I don't even think they could play Overwatch on a Mac before, and they were allowed to do this. Now, one of the games that they are supported is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That's one of them. I do know Overwatch is another one as well. And this, I mean, if you have not been able to play, if you're not able to play certain games because of the graphics and all that, this might be an option for you. So it's a way of just getting more people to play games, which I'm all for because I like that allowing people to, like, not be left behind because their graphics aren't at par as everyone else's systems.
Right. And I mean, if you have a Mac, you probably shouldn't be expecting great graphical performance because that's not exactly what they're known for,
Right. I mean,
unfortunately.
The Macs are more for like entertainment in the sense of music, whereas PCs are they're more capable of actually doing gameplay stuff. Granted, if you're buying a $200 laptop, don't expect to play anything game wise. Actually, don't even expect to watch videos at a good quality either,
Yeah, but
because
with this deal, like it sounds like for $200, that ain't bad. Because like most potato laptops even are like a minimum of $200. I
I,
actually got into an argument with my uncle. He has a Mac, and he was saying that his, that laptop could like outperform some of the best PCs. I'm like, do you know anything? Yeah, I'm like, he's like, I'm 60 years old. I think I know more than you. I'm like, about computers.
about
Really?
computers, no, you probably
Really?
know more about the Civil War, but you don't know about video
Wow.
games. I'm sorry, I'm assuming.
No,
But
that was good.
now, granted, this is not a $200 product. This is the laptop itself is $200. The like we said, the beta is free for now. However, when it does go live, it will cost money. There's no idea of how much money it's going to cost yet, but when we find out, I will be sure to let you know here first. I might sign up for the waitlist just because I don't. I'm going to see if Arkham Knight is actually on there, and if it is, I'll probably play it then. But here's the other thing: would you be able to stream it like through Twitch still?
Mm,
That's a question. I mean, you could probably do like a window capture and stream it that way, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out.
yeah, for sure.
If I get it, I'll toy around with it and let y'all know. So cool, cool.
Cool. Cool
Thanks, Nvidia.
beans.
Thanks, Nvidia.
Hey, Nvidia is they're the man.
Speaking of betas, this is gonna excite. This excites me because I found this out literally a couple days ago. Sea of Thieves is about to go in beta.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! So if you want to be a pirate, here's your
Har har
chance.
har.
Microsoft anticipated pirate game Sea of Thieves is set to launch for Xbox One and PC this spring, but some players will have a chance to get hands-on with the title much sooner. Following a technical alpha in December, developer Rare has announced the dates for its Sea of Thieves closed beta, which is scheduled to take place later this month. It begins at 4 a.m. Pacific time on January 24th and runs until January 29th at midnight Pacific. Players who either joined the Sea of Thieves Insider program prior to December 1st or have pre-ordered the title will be able to access this beta. Rare says the beta isn't a sample of the full game, but a tailored experience that offers a true taste of the pirate's life. Yarg! If you pre-ordered CFDs digitally from the Xbox Store, the beta will automatically appear in your game library 24 hours before it begins. If you reserve the game at retail, you'll need to redeem the code received for the Black Dog Cosmetic Pack. It is an open world co op adventure in which players can form pirate crews, plunder treasure, with the object being to become a pirate legend by increasing your reputation with each of the game's trading companies. So originally I wanted to try it just because of the pirate thing. It's like, oh, let's try it out, see how it is. But after playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I am now more excited to play this game because I've been playing the pirate stuff in Black Flag. The ship battles are pretty freaking awesome. I have a lot of fun playing in that. Um, just getting to travel around in the boat to try to find treasure, to raid ships and like burn them down, gather crew, steal and plunder their booty and stuff like that. I have a lot of fun with that. Like I think I secretly wanted to be a pirate at some point in my life.
Oh, of course.
I think we all kind of did. I mean, yes, granted you'd be a criminal,
Right.
but you'd be a criminal that's actually kind of likable. All right?
Right. And hey, you can't deny the pirate look. Pirate has a really good look.
Yeah.
Enough said. It's the puffy shirt with a V that comes with down here, gold chain, gold tooth, the bandana. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah. And I mean, for freaking hell, there was like Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, the second, third, fourth, and fifth movie were, but the first movie, when you saw Captain Jack Sparrow, you're like, dude,
Yeah.
this would be kind of cool. Um, I, I'm gonna try and figure out a way to pre-order this. I really want to pre-order and play this. I don't care if it's $60. I want to get in this beta and I want to play it, and I will definitely stream it if they allow me to. So if they do, be sure there will be a Sea of Thieves stream at some future point on my channel. Um, are you interested in picking this up when it's released at all?
Yeah, I mean, I doubt I'll get into the beta, but if like I can get into the beta, like I'd definitely be down for checking it out. You know,
Oh
it's
yeah.
pirates and shit. You know, how could you not like? Need I say more?
I mean, this isn't the
Like
only pirate game coming out too. There's another one. I can't remember what it was called. I bet Orgoth will let me know in a second. But yeah, I just want it. I want it now.
Pirates of the Caribbean Online, never forget.
Give it to me now, or you walk the plank. All right. Let's just say
Arr.
that. Yarg. Yarg. All right. So moving right along, we're going on really quickly here. Now getting into actually, we'll leave Overwatch League stuff till last. How about that? Makes more sense.
All right.
It's time for our Mario Minute. Mario's back in the news again, and it's not what AJ particularly wants to hear. The animated Mario movie is getting closer to reality. In November, the Wall Street Journal reported that Nintendo was nearing a deal with Minions and Despicable Me studio Elimination Entertainment to make an animated Super Mario movie. Now, Nintendo president Tatsumi Kimishima has
Wow.
said that the company is getting close to officially announcing a partner for the film, which remains to be officially unannounced. As reported by Game Informer,
Kimishima. It's not hard.
okay, told the Japanese newspaper Kyoto Shimbun, Shimbun,
Jesus.
that Nintendo hopes to reach a deal soon, and then, if all goes to plan, officially announce the Super Mario movie not long after that. The plan is for the movie to be in theaters before the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. That's also when Nintendo hopes to have the Super Nintendo Land theme park that'll open in Universal Studios in Japan. All right, AJ, talk.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Answer me this. Why? Why? In the name of all that is holy, do we need another Mario movie? Haven't we learned by now that this is not a good idea? Remember
Yeah,
how amazingly successful the last one was?
not so much.
Really? I want you all to look at me. I want you all to look
Oh
at
God,
me.
you just zoomed
Why
in.
do we need another Mario
Your
movie?
face is really big on my TV right now. I'm just
You're welcome.
saying.
We don't need another freaking Mario movie, okay? Mario, we love you guys. We don't need another movie.
Here's the thing.
Please.
Here's the thing. I really don't think we need one. Having said that, if it is released, I'm gonna go see it. Just because, one, I'm curious, because, and two, if it's a train wreck, I wouldn't mind seeing it be a train wreck.
If
So, if, well, maybe. I mean, they did they did the same thing with Angry Birds, and we saw how that went.
you can't cinemize something like Mario, you just can't.
I mean, he's gonna they're gonna give him a voice, or maybe they don't. Maybe they make him a silent protagonist. I almost said procrastinator. Silent procrastinator. But I don't know. The mention that it's going to be animated gives me a little hope. Just a little bit. Because I don't think they shouldn't do another live action one. That was a train wreck. Making Goombas look like freaking bouncers at a club was a freaking mistake. Making Koopa, first off, his name was Koopa at the movie, not Bowser. And I wasn't necessarily bothered by the Daisy thing, but still. Koopa was basically a dinosaur dressed up as a human, and he was just a straight up dinosaur. He didn't even look like Bowser that we know. So
Look at my face. Do you see hope?
no,
Thank you.
you're also kind of pale. Uh,
Well, I have a light shining right on me.
I can't
It's
say
like a
much.
white light.
See, that's why I have filters. I don't look as pale as I actually do.
I
So
have no filter. I just came back. Why are we talking about the Mario movie? I don't know,
because
Kava. Why are
there's
we talking about the Mario movie?
because a news article came out saying they're close to releasing a partner for a new Mario movie, which
Yeah.
is supposed to be animated. The people at DreamWorks are trying to make one like they did with Minions and stuff like
Well,
that.
if anyone can do it, it's DreamWorks, but it's still not a thing that should exist.
They should keep dreaming.
Yeah.
Nah.
No. Yeah. Oh, I
No.
see what. Yeah, you
Oh
dickhead. I
my
see what you did
God.
there.
Really? It took you that long to get the
Oh, I wasn't
joke.
really paying attention. I was just trying not to die by self pity over this freaking thing.
If it comes out, I'll just watch it to see if it's a train wreck or not. That's my expectation. All right. It's not like when you go see Star Wars. You expect Star Wars to be somewhat good. I mean, unless you count the prequels. But you know, so we'll
Well,
see
the
what
past
happens.
two have ruined that for us now, haven't they?
Oh,
Well, I can only speak for myself, but yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go on to
Happier notes.
somewhat happier notes. It's still basically Nintendo, but it's technically. You remember the Game Boy?
I my first ever system.
Oh, those were good times. So there is going to be a retro Game Boy console remake due out this year at some point. Um, but it is not made by Nintendo. It's by a maker called Hyperkin, planning to release an unofficial version, according to Metro.co.uk. Okay, cool. CES show in Las Vegas is usually all about cutting edge technology, but it turns out that one of the most interesting announcements for gamers is a recreation of the 28-year-old portable console. Not any portable console either, but the granddaddy of them all, currently codenamed the Ultra Game Boy. The new version of the
Mhm.
famous portable is being made by Habercan and features excuse me, mod cons such as backlit screen and aluminum housing. The Ultra Game Boy also has a 6-hour battery life. Oh my god, that's
That's that,
amazing. Not.
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's compared to the original, it's very good.
It was like two maybe.
Yeah. It doesn't sound bad by modern standards, but it's actually less. Oh, no, excuse me. It's actually less than the original on 4 AA batteries. Hmm. Okay. It also includes a USB charging port and stereo speakers. The original only had mono sound, but interesting, Hyperkin want their hardware to appeal to chiptone musicians, which is not something you can imagine Nintendo doing. Oh, by the way, there's one other thing we gotta talk about before we go on. There's one other little video I saw that I specifically want to ask. I don't know. I'll ask Orgoth specifically because I don't know if he's going to play this game or not. But before we get to that, so we had the Nintendo or the NES. We had the Super Nintendo. I think there was a classic Genesis that came out too. I think. So I could see a lot of retro or a lot of people actually wanting to get this, like with the retro feel, because I enjoyed the Game Boy when I played it.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was. I probably sunk more hours into my Game Boy than anything else.
hmm. Then again, I think I was more playing the Game Boy Color because it's the one I had access to.
Game Boy Advance SP was the one I had.
Oh, that flip, the flip
Oh,
boss.
the little flip. Yep, it was the best thing ever.
This is the predecessor to the DS. All
Yeah, I
right.
still have that. It's in its own special little zip bag that has a
Yeah.
strap. Yeah.
All right. I saw this game was announced earlier this week. Actually, I saw this announced a little while ago, and we actually talked about this on the show, but we talked about the movie that was coming out. You remember the Detective Pikachu?
The who?
The Detective Pikachu.
I didn't know Pikachu solved crimes.
Well, he does now. Not only that, he talks, and not like in that movie clip. Not in that odd movie clip that we saw in theaters where everyone went, "The fuck." One of the weirdest Pokemon spin-offs yet is being released in the West, and after all, but sadly without the voice of Danny DeVito. Oh,
And
Pikachu as Danny DeVito or Danny DeVito as Pikachu would be awfully entertaining to listen to.
Orgoth is
The,
not happy.
this game needs to cease to exist. I agree. I don't know what Japan was thinking, but it's Japan, okay? Japan has
They
a
do
lot
what
of
they
weird
want.
ideas.
They do whatever they want. They don't care.
I mean, the game was originally released in Japan 2 years ago to no particular acclaim, and yet for some reason it's getting a live action film adaptation starring Ryan Reynolds. There was also a 40,000 strong petition to get Danny DeVito to do the voiceover for the English version, but he said no. The reason the game has got so much attention is that it involves a talking Pikachu, rather than one that just keeps saying his name over and over, so there's actually a proper story for once. Oh, really? That's the hope? Um, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna get this game.
Of course you are.
I'm just gonna get it just to see what it's like and be like, all right, let's see. How dumb is it? If I actually enjoy this game, it's gonna be very bad of me. All right.
Stream it.
I don't know if I can. I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
Plus,
probably
I don't
not.
know if Nintendo's gonna be like, oh, you're streaming our games, ban, or just
Hmm.
demonetize my shit. Cause thanks.
You bring dishonor to your ancestors. Ban.
You bring this up? No, Pokemon, no, don't play Pokemon. This is not how they talk. Um,
Yeah.
but anyways, I don't. I mean, this was a very weird idea on Nintendo's part.
Hmm.
We'll see. I don't expect it to do well, very good. But I am curious of hearing a Ryan Reynolds Pikachu.
I don't
So
understand how that's gonna be a thing.
I don't know how, but
I,
I hope he sees it's. I hope he does a Deadpool reference. That'd be funny.
that would
Um,
be.
Anyways, now let's move on to probably what I'm going to talk about the most. And that, oh
All right. Well,
shit.
before we get to that though,
Oh, right, right,
can I
right.
just can I just take one quick little segue?
Sure.
Speaking of Asian developers, the developers of Dark Souls apparently are
Yes.
remastering OG
Yes.
Dark Souls to be
Mm-hmm.
released later this year in a few months. I think April it said.
Mm-hmm.
They did the European way of dating. I think it was like the 12th of April it said, but I could be wrong. I am hyped as frickety doodah for that because like the OG Dark Souls is a gem,
Yeah.
but like to take the but to like take the ideals it held and its design and just polish it a little bit, that would be really cool. And then it got me thinking, like, when it says remaster, are they gonna like actually release the game with like finished areas? Because there are certain parts of the game, like once you get past the halfway point of the game, things
Yeah.
were just not finished, and it was painfully obvious how unfinished things were. So I'm hoping they can like touch that up and like make it good, and then like my brain start going like, give me now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
I am. I'll probably pick it up too. If it's on PC, I'll definitely pick it up.
Oh,
So,
but I heard that there was a rumor flying around that it might be PS4 exclusive, which case I'm going to
fuck
shit
that.
bricks. I'm gonna shit
Fuck
bricks, and I
that.
am gonna go to Japan and yell at FromSoft and be like, hey, mate,
Mm-mm.
Dark Souls 1, all platforms. Dark Souls Deuce, Thrice, all platforms. You remaster Unce, it better be on all platforms, you hear?
Mm-hmm. Don't mess with the oonts, okay? Don't mess with it. Don't also mess with AJ. He will come and kill you.
No.
All right. Now, this past week, the Overwatch League finally premiered to week one, which it expected to only get about 75,000 viewers. However, they announced very shortly before the actual game went live that Twitch secured exclusive broadcasting rights to the Overwatch League. And a new report asserts that the deal cost a pretty big sum of money. It actually spent $90 million on getting broadcast exclusivity for the much anticipated esports league over the next 2 seasons. So, not just this debut, but the next one coming up. The number comes by way of Sports Business Daily, which also reported that this likely makes the deal the biggest in esports history. With the deal, Twitch becomes the exclusive third party platform for viewing matches. Half of this season will also air on MLG TV, Overwatch publisher Activision Blizzard first party streaming service. The report also states that some of the 90 million may be for other agreements beyond just streaming rights. Twitch also announced it would work with Activision to develop rewards and programs for fans. Blah 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 blah. And just like that, I talk about Overwatch League. Riggs is now in the chat.
Yep,
It's
came
like
out of
he
hiding.
heard. He just wakes up. It's like, I heard someone talk about the owl. I must listen. I must listen. All right. So both me, Riggs, Gooch, and a few of us were watching the Overwatch League when it premiered Wednesday. We were all here. We were all in Discord. We were all talking about the matches. We all went, "Oh my god!" at the Soul match and the Valiant match. Um, it only expected to get 75,000 viewers day one. It got 400,000 viewers day one, which is far beyond what they expected. However, when day two came around, it went down to 150,000. So, granted, it went down a lot, but it's still double what they expected, which I think Blizzard is pretty happy about how that went. They also have started selling player jerseys this time, not just the jerseys you can get, base jerseys I can get, but if you want an LA Valiant jersey that says Silk Thread on the back, you can get it. So they are 70
Yeah.
bucks in total, however. So if you want to spend
What?
that much money on an authentic jersey, be my guest. I'm not. Um,
Why? That's a lot of money.
it is a lot of money, but
Jeez.
people will do it. People will do it. They are crazy enough people in this world to do it. It was up to 200,000 for the final day. All right. So they're doing all right. I said this before when they first streamed it, and I'll say it again. I am impressed on how professional it actually looks. Like the commentators they know what they're talking about. The graphics in that league is beautiful. Like the overlays, the stadium itself, um it was it's pretty nice. I was impressed with how they started this league out. I'm not as impressed with the Florida Mayhem as me and Riggs are because Florida is not winning at all, which is really pissing me off. And granted, it's only week one, But if you want to know how we feel about it, listen to the Let's Break It Down podcast. We go into really a lot of detail there why we're pissed. All I can say though, it doesn't feel like those six guys. There's only six guys on the team, whereas everyone else has at least some substitutions they can put in. There's only six guys, and it doesn't feel like they're taking this match seriously at all. So it's not like any other esports because you have actual. You even have like some NFL commissioners that are actual not NFL commissioners, team owners that are owning these teams. So how do you think they're
Hmm.
going to react if their team keeps losing and they don't take it seriously?
They're not gonna be happy.
Kick them in the ass.
Yeah, that's why I don't do any sports related stuff. I don't follow esports and competition. Like I don't like if you guys see the appeal, that's wonderful. It's not for me personally, but it is
Yeah.
cool to see people getting hyped about teams like because there's always that argument like sports is so much better. Why do you waste your time watching playing video games? And then there's that well, video games are fun. Why do you waste time doing sports? Esports kind of bridges that gap a little bit, which is really nice.
Hmm.
So I'm glad it exists. You know, but like, ugh, you have a jersey for a guy who plays video games. Well, you have a jersey for a guy who wears tight pants and runs around with a ball.
You
You
got you
know,
got a jersey for a guy who's benched? Okay.
lol. But yeah, so like, I'm definitely glad it exists. But it's not something I've been following too tight. I will admit. Although I like how it pops up right in the BattleNet launcher. There's a separate tab for Overwatch League. You can jump
Yeah.
right into a Twitch stream and watch it. It's pretty cool.
I like how Delphi Armor in chat goes, "Go Browns! We are defeated. We are defeated."
Wow.
Quick story, quick segue. So there's when I was in middle school, I was part of a Pee Wee football league, and I don't even know if you call middle school Pee Wee. I think it was in the bridge.
That
Um,
still counts as Pee Wee football, yeah.
let's just face it, I wasn't Pee Wee, okay? I was a little bigger than Pee Wee. All right, show title.
Wee
Um,
wee.
but wee wee into pee pee. Um, but we were part of the homecoming parade and whatever not and stuff like that. And all the kid or the middle school teams were going by. We were like on the hayride, and we were like looking out at the crowd, and everyone was doing these chants, and and all of our one of the guys on our team's like, our chant should be "We are defeated" because we hadn't won any games yet. We only won 3 games the entire season. So we're out there chanting, "We are defeated! We are defeated!" throughout the entire one. Our coach was mad.
Well, I mean, you have charisma. They got to give you that.
Yeah, I mean, we were the Florida Mayhem of football in our league. So yeah. Anyways, um, I can tell you right now, I think the early favorites that are going in this league is LA Valiants, Seoul Dynasty, London Spitfire. Those three teams are dominating. And here's something cool you should know about that. At least on the LA Valiant, not all the players on that team are Korean. There's actually some Americans on there, or not Americans, some Swedes and all that stuff. Anyone who's not Asian, they're on there. Um, but
Pretty much.
there's also Dallas Fuel, which is doing really well too, despite them losing 2 matches. But New York Excelsior is also undefeated. So we had they have a very early start, but it's only week 1. All right, we won't know how well they fully go until next week and the few weeks after stage 1 is complete, which is in early February. But I'm gonna watch. Rigsby's gonna watch. A lot of other people are gonna watch. So we'll see what happens. I can tell you one thing you can celebrate with the release of Overwatch League is you can get team skins now. So,
Ooh.
if you want new color variants for your base skin for your favorite character, guess what? You can get it. With the
Ew.
with the inaugural season of Overwatch League getting underway, Blizzard has released a new update for Overwatch for PC, PS4, and Xbox One, among a variety of other things. It adds a huge number of skins to the game, 312 to be exact. Each of the game's 26 characters receives 12 new skins, each themed around one of the dozen teams participating in Overwatch League's first season. So how it works is when you log in, I'll scroll through these while I'm talking about it. When you log in, for the first time, you get access to 100 credits. Each skin costs 100 credits, which I think it should have been like 2 or 300 at least at the start. But Yeah, that basically allows you to go through the teams, whichever your favorite team is. You can actually look through. So let's say you're an Ana main, you want to look cool looking Ana skin. You can go through the colors. There's a lot of color variations you can do, and you can purchase that skin. Now, it's not like a legendary skin or anything like that. It's just a recolor, but you do get to see your team name on it and all that. Now, these are only home skins. There's no away skins yet, only because the away skins are all like, in most away games, they're all like white based and they're not as elaborate as a home skin is or a home jersey. I might say that.
I gotta say, like, maybe I sound like a diva, but I am not digging half of these color patterns here.
Well, just wait, just wait. We're getting
Like,
to the
some of them are
action.
really cool looking, but some of them, like, they look like toys.
I mean, yeah, it's more of like a it's more of a way to like support team rather. I mean, there's a lot of people who like these just because of their color
Right, like
rather.
the black and gold and like the red and yellow and like that's really nice. Like the black and green, that's really cool, but like certain other things just don't match.
Wait till you get to the Reinhardt one, okay? Actually, let me tell you right here. My favorite of the Diva skins so far is this purple one for LA Gladiators. It's pretty. I like purple Diva
Bumblebee.
skins. I like purple Diva
Yeah,
skins.
the
So
purple looks pretty slick. I like that.
I also like the Philly Fusion. That's
Wait,
another thing. Philadelphia Fusion did not show up for the preseason, so everyone was kind of skeptical how they were going to act this season or the first week. They came out swinging and won their first game. So
wow.
I'm like, all right, I won't jank on you anymore. We'll see how you do. Let me find.
Yeah, although I gotta say, like the only one I haven't really liked is the blue and the orange. Like blue and orange just aren't colors that go together in my
Yeah,
opinion. But I'm just one guy. But again, black, gold, red and gold, those look sick. Love those.
yeah. What was I gonna say here? I got sidetracked for a second. The Genji, the one skin I see that's just off-putting just by looking at it is the Florida Mayhems because it basically makes them look like a McDonald's employee.
A
Um, no joke, no joke.
little bit.
They really do. All right, and here's one of my favorite ones. If you look on Roadhog, all the skins, depending on what team, his tattoo changes on his belly
Oh,
for their team logo. It's a little weird, but and depending on what logo it is, it
ooh,
looks
that is weird.
hilarious. Like the Houston Outlaws one, like the nose is going right into his crotch.
Oh, some of these just don't fit.
Yeah, a lot of these do not fit at all, but I mean, they're just
So
more.
some of these just don't belong.
I know. Let me wait till I get to the
I like
Reinhardt
the
one.
London one. Look, I don't like. I hate the colors, but like the London tattoo looks really good on Roadhog.
Where's the Rein? They don't show the Reinhardt one in this list. Oh,
What?
that's bad.
Oh, the black and gold looks so sick on Roadhog.
Let me find. Oh, wait. I take that back. I found the Reinhardt. Reinhardt. All right, you ready for the biggest colored ones?
Hmm.
Bam! Right there. You get the
Just give me
most.
like
You get
7 seconds.
colors for Reinhardt. Just look at that right there. Just look. Waiting. Waiting. Waiting.
Oh my
Wait.
God.
I know there.
What? What? Uh, what?
Yeah, he
The one on the he looks like what? He looks like a peep.
he looks like it's funny
He
because
looks like a
they
peep.
were when they went live, all of the players. Because see, here's the thing: when the Overwatch League, the actual players, when they play live, they don't get they do not get to see their skins in game. They get just a regular base skin in game. That's the only ones they see. It's more of like a way of like to prevent from like having an advantage and stuff like that. However, when you see it live on the streams or in the arena, they import the skins in so you can tell the teams apart easier.
Hmm.
However,
Hmm.
when the teams got a hold of the skin, especially Swoosh, who was on Florida Mayhem, they went right into the diner on the Route 66 map, and he goes, "Hey, look at the McDonald's. Can I take your order?" Which
Wow.
and someone was like, "I have a vegan burger. Get the fuck out." um,
Yeah. I
I,
mean, seriously though, like Reinhardt, maybe it's just because he's the biggest, but like some of the really vibrant colors just don't belong on Reinhardt. Like purple, he looks like he's grape drank. He is grape drank, the man.
Look at
Like what?
wait till the orange and red ones come out.
Orange? What? What? Orange? Oh God.
He looks like
Like,
he's
sorry, if, I'm
sunburnt.
sorry if I don't want to offend anybody, all right, who's supporting these teams, but like these colors, man, like from ooh, the black and gold looks awesome.
That one does look good.
Whose is that?
That's Soul Dynasty.
I like that.
I know which one
And the
AJ's gonna get.
and the black and green one was really cool. Maybe put me in the mindset of Nvidia and their color
Oh
scheme.
yeah, the Houston Outlaws one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
anything with black is good. You can't mess up black.
purple drink, a couple of grape sodas.
Yeah, like
Uh,
what? Why is Reinhardt grape drank? That just doesn't make sense.
couple of grape sodas there. Yeah.
That was like it's like speaking of grape drank. I was listening to this comedian who was like, Mace Windu is such a badass Jedi. You see him draw his lightsaber, and it's made out of grape drank.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mace Windu's the best though. He's one of my favorite.
So, in order to get these skins other ways though, so you get the 100 credits for the base. You can just pick one that you like and you have it. If you want to get other skins, you get 100 credits. It's $5 for 100 credits. It's 10 for 200. To get the whole 2600 credits to get a whole set, if you're going that crazy for a whole team, it is $100 total for it.
Jeez,
So be ready to spend a lot of money.
that's a
Um,
lot of money.
like I said, I wish they gave us 300 or something like that at the start, so we could have at least three characters. Because if you're like me, I do not have one main anymore. I rotate through people, so I want one for Diva, I want one for Farah, I want one for Junkrat, and I want one. Actually, I looked at the Moira ones. I'm not impressed with the Moira ones. So
Hmm.
mostly because her yellow and purple like lava lamps that are in the back, they do not change colors. So unfortunately, yeah. And AJ has went AFK for a second. But yeah, so that's the Overwatch League skins. You can check them out at on in the game. You can actually watch the game on the BattleNet launcher as well. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, the fedora is not missing anymore.
People in the chat were asking for it. Every other podcast, someone asks where it goes,
The
even though it
fedora
doesn't
hasn't
fit.
returned.
Even though it doesn't fit well with these headphones.
Doesn't
Whatever.
matter. Does not matter. It's part of your artwork. You need it. You need it with you.
It is, yeah. I just think a lot about that. Yeah, I'm like, I really do need to embrace it because, like, the art that got commissioned for me by Aveen, which is beautiful.
Embrace,
I'm
embrace the
wearing the
meme.
Fedodo.
Embrace the meme, AJ. Embrace the
Yeah,
meme.
it has been. It was never lost. It's been sitting right there for like a while now.
It just hasn't been like touching it or anything. All right.
Because people cringe. Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get to the topic for today, I just want to throw out there that starting this week is on my channel. I'm doing my first ever subscribers week. Or subscribers choice as I call it. So if you are a subscriber to my channel, you get to choose what game I play for that day. So we already have the 4 people who are choosing it. They're gonna be. I can tell you right now, one of the games is Rocket League. That is what I'm gonna play. So I gotta get it. I gotta play it, and I'm gonna rage at it, but I'm still gonna enjoy it. Um, Other 2 games I'm playing this week is World of Warcraft and Overwatch, which that's typical. However, Lady Darkshade said she wants me to play Diablo 3. So, be revisiting the world of Sanctuary come this
Hmm.
week. So, that's all starts on Wednesday the 17th? Yes, Wednesday the 17th. Be there or be square.
Look forward to it. Yeah, I haven't touched Diablo in forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'll play it. I don't care. I'll play it. I'll play it for a little bit. All right. So, this oh wait, just wait till I make you play Jungle Hunts. Well, Rigsby, you got to subscribe first. So, just saying, just saying. Now,
It's okay. I'm not a sub. I have no power either.
so there's a thing about that I heard about recently. So, I don't even know if we want to do this topic or not. I'm going to be completely honest. We were going to talk about cheating in games. So,
Oh.
yeah, you saw the topic, right? Beforehand?
Yeah, I glossed over it.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I say this is because there was a lot of game like there's a lot of players in certain games that get like especially nowadays a lot of games that are online based um they are they have methods against cheating now Overwatch is especially big on this, especially if you're aimbotting or something like that. Warcraft, a lot of Blizzard games are on this. Other companies have hopped onto this phenomenon to prevent cheating. But if you remember on most games like Sims 4 and any Sims game, and even games before now where they had cheat codes, it almost like, not pressured you, but influenced you to, hey, try out these cheat codes, see what happens, and you'll get the cheat. So, which makes me think a lot of people going into games nowadays that are more online based are still used to the cheat persona and thinking, I'm not going to get affected by this, and then they end up banned in the process. So, Mike, or I guess I don't know if there's a discussion topic on this or not, but I don't know. I don't think either of us have been phased by the cheat aspect of this at all.
Now, the only game I've ever cheated at was Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, and in the big book of cheat codes, it lists all of them for you. So
Hmm.
obviously they didn't have a problem.
For me, it was Sims 4, especially because I wanted money. If you want money in The Sims, you use Motherload. You get money. That's your cheat code. But sorry, I'm
If
eating
they
at the same
enabled
time.
if they enable cheat codes, then the game developers obviously don't have a problem with it.
Obviously, and even GTA influences people to get it too. So, but I think that's why a lot of people are upset when their accounts get banned on certain games like Overwatch, games like WoW, any Blizzard game like I said before, where they're playing a game and all of a sudden they're banned. They can't get back in. And they're like, "What the fuck? Like this doesn't make any sense. This is a game. This isn't like I don't see what the point is." But my point, I think the point is like especially if you're doing a comp match, like you shouldn't be cheating for one thing to like when you're playing against other people. But at the same time, like there's like we're from that mindset where it used to be games kind of influenced us to do these things. Like in even older games like arcade games. Like you remember the secret level to warp to another level in Super Mario?
Mm-hmm.
That's a cheat, technically.
Yeah. Or to get the Tanuki suit and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, that was cool.
Rosebud. What's
Rosebud.
Rosebud's the sled? Um, but yeah. So there wasn't much discussion there. Not
I mean,
much.
if the game allows you to cheat, then it's not a problem. But if you're
Yeah.
not supposed to cheat, then don't fucking cheat. Don't be a dick.
Right. And don't raise a fuss about it. If they say in their terms of service, don't cheat in this game or else you get banned, that's your problem. You were asking for it. So, but that's the thing about like games like I think it was I think it was our Moses who brought this up during when I was doing Black Flag and told me about a cheat in Assassin's Creed. And like, are you using this cheat to do this? I'm like, no, because I want to play the game how it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want and like even with the Sims now, I want to like build up the money instead of using Motherload to like cheat at it. Like I actually want to earn that money and actually use it to actually make better stuff for them rather than just at the start and be like, oh, I made it, now I'm bored.
Yeah, you
So
want to feel as though you really earned it, for sure.
I
It's
want an accomplishment. I don't want like a easy way out. So
Yeah, that's why I love Souls games and stuff like that. Because it's challenging. You earn your rewards. I like that system.
yeah, and
Mate,
Rigsby, he's even told me about how when he was playing a game of Overwatch, he actually uh, came across a cheater, and the cheater like I don't know what was it? Was he aimbotting or what? Oh no, he was getting his ult like every 10 seconds or something like that. I don't know
wow.
how he was doing it, but I
Well,
mean,
what character was it?
I don't even remember.
Because you'd be surprised how quickly some very efficient players are charging up their ults.
True, but I don't know if it was a Genji ult or if it was a I don't know, but
It was
Hanzo. That was
Hanzo.
Hanzo. Ooh.
I mean, if Hanzo's like super super spammy, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
He's
don't know.
you got to be really good on his aim too in order to get even any energy towards your ults on that.
Well, the hitbox on his arrow is the size of a freight train, so he's gonna hit
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
Yeah, it's a little janky.
Don't be dicks, people. Don't be cheaters.
Yeah,
Cheaters are
just
not
don't be
fun.
a dick.
All right.
Do you really feel good about yourself? Like, yo, I won, mate. Yeah, because you cheated, not because of any actual skill. You know what I mean? You gotta
Yeah.
feel good about yourself.
Right. 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 Well, any other games that's been on your mind lately that you wanted to like make a note on, or anything you want to talk about real quick?
Mm, bring Bloodborne to the PC. I'll be saying that to the day I die. Uh, Dark Souls Remaster. I hope to everything that it's on PC because that's just where everything belongs. If it's only
Yeah.
on the Switch or some shit, I'm gonna lose my bananas. Okay.
Oh,
And
I remember what I want to talk to you about because you last week we were talking about it and you weren't here. That's I really want to get your opinion on this. Monster Hunter World is coming out on console later this month, but the actual PC version isn't coming out till the fall. I
why?
know.
Do
That's what
do
I
we know
said.
why?
I don't know. I don't.
Uh,
I think their reason is because they're trying to port it well, and I'm like, well, Destiny ported
that
it in a
that's a
month.
viable yeah, but that's a viable thought. I mean, like every game designer, every studio does it differently. Certain ports are harder than others. For example, the Dark Souls 1 PC port was fucking atrocious. So like it's good to take the time to port it over properly. So I if that's the genuine reason they gave, then I'll trust them on that and I wouldn't mind waiting for that.
But 8 or 9 months for the port,
Yeah, that's a little bit much. Um
like
Maybe
I
to try, maybe to try to get it, just to get it a little bit early for like holiday sales and stuff. If they really want to be cheesy about it, you know what I
I
mean?
I don't like to wait that long, especially because this would be the first Monster Hunter game I'd actually play. So I think we talked about last week is why don't they just play these games, not play these games, develop these games for, if they're gonna do PC, why don't they just develop it at the same damn time as with other stuff?
Easier said than done. Like a lot of stuff goes on in the development process that we just don't know about. It's a lot of it's more complicated than we think. You know, a lot of janky stuff.
Well, I don't like. I
Hey,
mean,
don't get me wrong. In an ideal world, yeah, I agree with you.
I'm glad it's not a or it's not an exclusive on like Xbox or PS4. But at the same time, I wish it was a little less than 9 months for the port.
Right.
And so they have no excuse, as Riggs told me last week. There's no excuse for them not to have a really great game when it comes out. So, well, when the PC port comes out. So if it comes out and it's buggy and they haven't fixed anything, then what have you been doing the whole time?
Yeah, honestly.
Just jerking into the wind, whatever.
Yeah, I do plan on trying that game at some point. That's another one of those games that um I'm being orgothed. And when I say I'm being orgothed, I mean I used to get whispers every other day. Hey AJ, you gonna try Monster Hunter? You gonna try Monster Hunter? You play for like Souls, you like it. You gonna try Monster Hunter? And I'm like, yes, I'll try it.
You realize the game changes every month.
What do you
It's
mean?
like you gonna try Monster Hunter? You gonna try Final
Yeah.
Fantasy?
Oh,
Meh, meh,
yeah.
meh. You gonna
Yeah.
try
For
For Honor?
Honor,
You gonna
Final
try that? You
Fantasy,
gonna
For
try that?
Honor.
You gonna try Dead by Daylight? Huh? Huh? You gonna try it? You gonna try it? Oh, it
Well,
just changes
I
every
played
month.
that like over a year ago,
I know.
and
I'm running out of games to think of now.
yeah, like one of my earlier videos is me playing Dead by Daylight, and it was bad, but yeah, fun time.
Oh boy. Well,
I'm not a fan of how that game plays. Like, a lot of these like scary killer slasher type games that you are either running from a killer or being the killer. They
yeah,
play and control like horse. Like what was it? Friday the 13th, that one that everyone was playing recently.
yeah.
Like that control that looked like it played ridiculously slowly. I'm like, if I'm in a panic running around left, right, and center, or if I'm swinging a machete, it's gonna be quicker than that. You know what I'm saying? Like the weapon swing speed in Dead by Daylight was ridiculously slow. The recovery time for stuff, interaction time, it was all slow. Pick it up, make it more intense. Yeah, sorry, random rant.
I mean, I can argue that. Well, the thing is that in Dead by Daylight, the killer is technically faster than the people that are running away from him.
Yeah, his movement speed is a bit faster, but like he swings his weapon and it takes like a million years for him to recover so he can swing it again. You know what I mean?
That's why you gotta time your hits like perfectly, and you got
And
to
it
make
gets
sure you got
tedious.
to have you got to have strategy. Like if they're gonna try and like jump over a fence, and you got to go you just got to go around and try to cut them off.
Right, but like it's just tedious when like I'm literally swiggity swooty right on their tail for like a good 4 seconds, but like I'm waiting for the recovery animation so I can swing again.
Right.
It just feels I'm like you're right here, machete's in my hand, you should be dead. But yeah, I get it. Whatever.
It's whatever. But
Yeah.
I say that is the show. That is all we're going to talk about today. We'll be back hopefully at the regular time next week. I do know that I've been talking to an old guy. Oh, old guy. He's not an old guy. Old friend. Oh boy, I'm gonna get shit for that. Old friend that I used to talk to in the Frog Pants community. His name is Joey Image. He is a former wrestler who has his own show, his podcast called That Image Guy or That Joey Image Guy. Yeah, that's what it's called. Excuse me. So you're gonna check that out. He's also a gamer. He's got a lot of stuff he wants to talk about, and I think he's also been checking out a little bit of the Overwatch League too, but he's more focused on, ooh, what's their skins? They have some nice colors. Everyone's more in the colors than they are the actual teams. But
Oh, for sure.
we're gonna try and have him on. He said we were gonna have him on this week, but he had something come up. Uh, he'll probably be on next week. So if he's not, we'll be back, obviously. But I'd like to get him on, have him talk about certain things, and yeah, I'd say that's a lot. That's all we're going to talk about today. Um, if you would like to submit your news topic or a topic that you want us to talk about on the show, please email us at patchdaypodcast@gmail.com, or you can send us both questions on Twitter. You can send it to me at Cavo350. You can send it to AJ at AJ9Lives, or you can even tweet our podcast at patchdaypodcast on Twitter. You'll get the notifications there, and we'll add it to the show notes so that we can talk about it on the show. And you can also visit our website at patchdaypodcast at podomatic.com and subscribe to our iTunes feed. AJ, I would say where people find you, but I pretty much just said it.
Anywhere, AJ9Lives, AJ9LIVESS, Twitter,
Yes.
Instagram, and YouTube and Twitch. Last stream I had was New Year's. That was embarrassing.
He got drunk.
Yeah, I upload videos to the Elite Immortal Gaming Network once every week. My Dark Souls series.
Yes.
On my personal channel, I used to upload pretty regularly. Now I just upload silly random stuff. Like I uploaded the best of Patch Day highlights, like from the clips
Oh,
that we've made
yes.
from 2017. That was a fun thing to do.
Yeah. So if you
And
guys
but
want to, oh, go ahead.
I would say like my editing skills aren't really impressive, so it was literally just the clips. There's nothing funny to it.
Yeah, so there
Um,
were some funny, very funny moments that we had last year. If you want to check it out, again, check out on AJ's channel at AJ Dine Lives on YouTube. You get the best of Patch Day, and also you can find me on anywhere: Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch is where yeah, Capo350. It's late, guys. Okay, let's be honest.
it
It's
is
late.
getting late.
Um, that is going to do it for us today. I'm going to go ahead and play the music so we can start to get the journey out of here. But we'll be back next week at regular time. If not, I will let you know in some capacity at some point. But until then, for AJ, for myself, for all of you guys in the Bachachas chat room, we will see you next time. Logging off for now. Till then, have a good night. Bye, bitches!